Christie Harris joins us today. She is a wellness education specialist at Gundersen Health System. She's here to talk to us about hosting safe prom and graduation parties for teens. A lot of those just around the corner. Some of them have already been happening in our area. So first of all, the biggest thing we have to remember is keeping our kids safe from alcohol. That seems to be a really big deal.
Absolutely, and that's one of the reasons why this initiative was put in place, this Parents Who Host campaign that's taking place on a state level, is to remind parents that, number one, it's against the law to do it, but also we need to make sure that our kids are safe and that we're keeping them healthy. They're still developing their brains well into their 20s, so when they're consuming alcohol, you can damage that cognitive growth that's taking place. Plus then we're also at risk for traffic fatalities, increased violence, increased risk for rape, suicide, depression. So there's lots of reasons why, health-wise and safety-wise, why it's also not a good idea.
And you did just point this out very quickly, that there are now some local ordinances that were just put in place in La Crosse and Onalaska and some of those areas that you can get in trouble for hosting underage drinking parties.
Absolutely.
So keep that in mind. And one of the tough things, though, for parents is a lot of their kids are going from prom party to prom party or graduation. Like, they might go to 4 graduation parties in a day. So it's kind of important to know where your child's going and maybe even have some conversations with some of the other parents that are doing the hosting.
Absolutely. So the first thing that you can do is you yourself decide that we are going to have alcohol-free parties. That's what we're going to host. But then if we also talk to some of the other parents that are hosting parties as well, it kind of helps to build up that alliance. So when your youth comes to you and says, come on, everybody else is having alcohol at their parties, you can let them know, no, I've talked to a number of your classmates and their parents also are not allowing alcohol at their parties too. So it kind of helps give you that little bit of extra backbone when our kids are pressuring us to try to make a decision they want.
Exactly, and as far as going from place to place, another thing is just safe driving and kind of reminding kids, a lot of them are piling into a car to go somewhere, whether it's an after prom party or a different graduation party. So once again, safe driving too.
Absolutely.
And knowing where they are. Thank you, Christie, for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, we hope you enjoy all your graduation parties, all your prom parties. They should be a fun thing.